Project Venera, KGB Classified Report, 1982, November 6th. Report Commissioner Ivan Molvak. Summary: Investigation of the failed Venera probes. The anomalous findings of the science team. Cover-up protocol. Conclusion: Upon entering Transmission Room 3, I observed 7 deceased personnel. Cause of death: self-inflicted trauma. 3 others were unresponsive but breathing. 2 exhibited total sensory failure. No reaction to light, sound, or pain stimulus. All but 1 man was afflicted. The project lead, Leonid Kasan-Fomaliti, the one who sent the distress call. No precedent exists within Soviet aerospace records for an incident of this nature. The Venera project had sent 12 probes to Venus prior, all being considered successful. But we have protocol in place for dealing with the unknowns of space. Leonid had activated the emergency lockdown. I found Leonid under his desk in the fetal position, crying and mumbling, matching the rhythm of the sound of the blaring static. His eyes blood red and vomit ran down his white lab coat. After he gained his composure, I was able to interview him. The following is a transcript of that conversation. Ivan, tell me what happened. Start from the beginning. Leonid: I'll try, but you won't believe it. Ivan: Don't worry about what I believe. Leonid: The day started like usual. Honestly, the team and I were all excited to receive the Venera 13 transmission. Around 9 a.m., the transmission started coming in. Pressure, temperature, video and audio signal came in, and we watched it land on the surface. We were excited after 40 minutes of just the rocky surface of Venus. We thought it was another successful mission. After an hour passed, our excitement changed to an unnerving suspicion. Ivan: Why would that cause suspicion? Leonid: The probes are designed to be disposable. The prior 2 surface landers only lasted 20 minutes. The atmosphere is so dense it crushes whatever is on the surface. So the probe lasting this long was very unusual. 2 hours in is when things took a turn. A black disk hovered in the sky for about 30 minutes, periodically changing places, not moving, just teleporting from place to place. Ivan: Was it a spacecraft? Leonid: It didn't look like anything engineered. It was like a void or a hole. I'm not sure if it even had 3 dimensions. After 30 minutes it vanished, but a black figure appeared in the far distance, slowly walking closer. Ivan: Life on Venus? Leonid: I hope not. As it walked closer, the audio picked up a strong gust of wind. It was so loud, I thought my eardrums were going to burst. But then it changed. We all stared at the feed in shock. One of my colleagues said he heard screaming. My assistant said he heard church bells. Sergei heard the national anthem. It seems we all heard different things. Ivan: What did you hear? Leonid: A prayer my grandfather taught me when I was a child. Lord Jesus, have mercy on me, a sinner. Over and over again. It was his voice. God, it was his voice. My grandfather's. Ivan: Keep it together. The figure. Tell me about the figure. How'd your researchers end up like this? Leonid: We were all in some kind of trance. We just watched the figure move closer. The first was Sergei. He removed his headset and walked calmly out of the room. We assumed he was ill. We did not look away from the monitor. We heard the gunshot 30 seconds later. No one moved. Slowly, one by one, my researchers started taking their lives. None of us stopped them. We were too fixed on the feed. Some fainted. Some went blind as it moved closer. Ivan, can you describe the figure? Leonid: I'll try, but it distorted the feed. I only caught a few glimpses of it. It was black and oily, small black eyes. Dozens of them. Its mouth, full of small arms and protruding claws. It was horrible. It makes me sick thinking about it. It stood maybe 4 yards from the probe. Then, from the horizon, we saw more figures walking closer. Ivan: An army of scorpion people on Venus. You're saying that's what caused this? Leonid: No. Even stranger. As they got closer, they were people. Ivan: What? Leonid: Hundreds of them. Walking. They were in pain. Screaming. I saw my grandfather in the crowd. When the feed finally cut, it sent 9 hours of footage. Then I saw my whole crew on the ground. That's when I sent the distress signal. I stood there for 7.5 hours, watching the creature, and the condemned souls traverse the wasteland. Ivan: The tape. Where are the tapes? Leonid: Do you think, when we die and our souls travel into the sky, that some souls get trapped on the planets above? Ivan: It doesn't matter what I believe. It's my job to make sure this doesn't happen again. I need those tapes. Leonid: The tapes are over there in the receiver. Molvak, promise me you won't let this happen to anyone else. Ivan: It's a promise, comrade. End of transcript. Cover-up protocol. The tapes have been reviewed by 12 death row inmates now, none of which have been able to make it through the whole 9 hours successfully. Most subjects took their own lives. The inmates that were confined to chairs died of heart attacks or fell into comas. The most successful subject made it 7 hours into the tape. 6 hours before his death, he started repeating coordinates. Investigation of the coordinates has already begun. The first 3 minutes of the transmission appear to be safe and will be released to the public. In the event of exposure, a cover story has been created. A falling lens cap and a screw mistaken to be a scorpion. The facility has been burnt to the ground. All documents have been destroyed and replaced. Leonid Kasan Formality has been sent to a gulag in Siberia. Conclusion. It's not clear what Leonid saw, or why he was the only survivor. It's clear that the contents of the signal itself has anomalous properties. With the test subjects, we have verified Leonid's story. In a month, Venera 13's sister probe, Venera 14, will broadcast its landing on Venus. A team of scientists have been recruited for the job. We will monitor their vitals and record the outcome. We're prepared for the worst. No real video of Venera 14 will be released to the public. I do believe whatever's on Venus is a high risk to our national security. Lord Jesus, have mercy on me, a sinner. Lord G. End of report.